There is a typical approach to the non-compliant patient. Build rapport, problem solve through barriers, document, set boundaries. Everyone does rapport and problem solving, so I'm not going to talk about that today. It's documentation and boundaries where most physios struggle. That's the two hacks we need to talk about. The two things you must do with your non-compliant patients is 1, document, and 2, set boundaries. Realize that there are bad patients, bad customers. They demand lots of time. They're never satisfied. They're complaint generators. They come across as entitled to everything. They repeatedly no-show or show late for appointments. They're uncooperative and they argue. I know some people may push back. They tell me that we're all equal and there's no bad patients. Well, we need to treat everyone no matter what. But George Orwell's Animal Farm taught us that some animals are more equal than others. That is to say, in the real world, equality is challenging. Bad customers, bad patients come from the fact that nobody chooses to be in physio. Patients go into physio because of an injury, an illness, some functional loss, or pain. Pain's probably the biggest reason people come to physio. Some say this is where physio needs to grow. Physio needs to cater to the healthy population. We need to offer improved sports performance. We need to improve well-being. We need to do wellness visits or annual wellness exams. Every patient I ever had came unwillingly, came reluctantly to physio. This causes bitterness and anger. We see the 5 stages of grieving. We need to have empathy, but don't let anyone treat you like garbage. Patients have feelings, we have feelings. Patients must cooperate to be in physio. We need to cooperate with the rules and frameworks of being a physio provider. Even mental patients, if they're uncooperative, they're not candidates for physio. For example, I have had Alzheimer's patients follow along with exercises and mobility and they get better. If they don't follow along, they don't get better. It's the cooperations. Patients must cooperate to be in physio. So do the best you can with what you have. I've highlighted document noncompliance and set boundaries to avoid burnout because those are my hacks for coping with noncompliant patients. For documenting noncompliance, you can justify the discharge of noncompliant patients. Document the lack of compliance with home exercise. Document the scheduling difficulties like no-shows and late arrivals. Document that you talk to the patient about being non-compliant and this can result in their discharge. Set boundaries. Set reasons for the discharge. For example, if the patient admits to not doing their home exercises 3 visits in a row, or if the patient no-shows or no contacts for 4 weeks in a row, or if the patient no-shows or is late for 5 visits, this is setting boundaries with the patient. But there's also setting boundaries for yourself. We talked about compassionate, patient-centered care, but it's a balance. You can't give up your health and well-being caring for patients. See, I put avoid burnout in the slide. This is like when a lifeguard has to help somebody who's drowning, but you don't want both of them to go under in the rescue. Remember Sisyphus, doomed to roll a boulder up the hill every day, only to have it roll back every night. His crimes aren't important. What is important is the idea of endless, futile, and doomed to failure. This is healthcare. We never run out of patients or human suffering. We need to do the best that we can with what we have. And we spend our entire life treating one patient? That doesn't seem reasonable. We need to share and help everybody. This is the philosophy of utilitarianism. But most people will know this from Star Trek. People have rights to be free and make their own choices, but they also have responsibilities to help others and to make society better. It's important to find a balance between letting people do what they want to do and making sure that everyone works together for a common good. So we have to accept that some patients will be non-compliant for whatever reason. Wherever they are in their life, they may or may not be ready for physio, regardless of their injuries. We have to be ready every day to see our patients, good or bad, do the best we can with them. But part of this is avoiding burnout. Be aware that burnout is real. Burnout can be the feeling of being drained, but feeling uninterested, headaches, insomnia, irritability. At the end of the day, we can't force patients to comply, but we can control how we respond. Document and set boundaries. Non-compliance is frustrating, but remember, we're professionals, not punching bags. And always remember, to put your mask on first before helping others. Do you have any hacks for the non-compliant patient? Fill me in. What did I miss? Let us know in the comments below. My 2 books are now available at Amazon. What They Don't Teach You About Documentation in Physiotherapy School, a short how-to manual for successful daily note templates, and From Injury to Recovery Through Exercise, simple functional exercise progressions for physiotherapists to restore lifting, standing, walking. Thank you for your support. A super cool video is ready for you right here, and join our community of subscribers to stay ahead of the curve. Thank you.